Good, you're
Right
on.
in the pickup too. We're already not going to be back till midnight.
Do you hear
I'm
this?
serious. Not sure if that camera's on or not.
Told you. You want a rope? You hang yourself now?
All right, look. Ooh, do you hear this?
We're all in the same room.
Strikes and Spares, one of Gottlieb's final machines. It's actually not a pinball machine, but it's in the pinball cabinet. But they decided to compete with Williams shuffle alleys that were actually out of production the same year, 1996, when they stopped making the Williams pinball machines, or shuffle alleys too. 4.5 foot as opposed to 9 foot. Miniature bowling alley. You can actually run tournaments on this machine. It was really clever. We had an entry fee, and the game actually kept track of the money that went in the machine and how it divvied it out. Really clever. Half the money went in the machine was split by the location. The other half went into the winnings. And you could start your tournament any day of the week, like Tuesday, and have it end Sunday or whatever. The game would keep track of all that. Really, really great. And then at the end, the first player would win the grand prize, and then you'd have prizes after that. All easy to set up too. All operator friendly. They really were hoping this would catch on, and I wonder if it would, because they only made 750 of them, and it just didn't get the promotion it could have. Before we play it, I wanted to show you the setup here. They use 2 dot matrix displays. So you can imagine in the back here, we have 2 dot matrix boards, obviously. They still use their standard System 3 computer here. We have a new battery, and now we put the silver cells in it, but they're in a easy to change socket, so you're able to put a new battery in when they go bad. These silver cells last 5, 6, 7 years, but the original factory batteries that were soldered in actually lasted like 10 years. I couldn't believe some of them were still running. You always know when the battery is going bad. Even though lithium technically doesn't leak, we've actually had some kind of corrosion develop on this little chip, the timer right below it. So that chip there sometimes has to get changed. These boards are so well made, that's usually the only thing you have to change other than the battery if you have a failure. And up here on the display driver boards, these gal chips in here in sockets, if you have one of your clodhopper service guys are unplugging and plugging things in with the power on, you'll blow these out, right the hell out. The good news is they're sort of like a fuse, so you can buy a new one and pop it in and the display works again. The bad news is they're not cheap. Now, they made it easy to service here. And where's that release, Frank? There it is. So you move this release up like that, and then this whole panel, oops, it's out of the way. It's like a suitcase latch. And wouldn't you know, I'm at the bad angle here, Frank. See, I'm twisting myself everywhere, Frank. Have standard 44s that like the Strikes and Spares. Same 2 speakers that are in all the System 3s. Here up top we have new capacitors, as you can see in our power supplies. Bob Roberts makes them for me because the package is so small. See, it's a little smaller than others. He special orders them. I've gotten hundreds from him, so he specially makes them, so you can get them too from Bob Roberts, that special size. There's the power supply. The only thing you ever have to do on this is squirt that pot right there. That's the 5-volt pot. Give it a good squirt and rotate it back and forth, and then recheck your voltages directly on the boards. Make sure your boards are running no more than 5.1 tops. We like to run our boards at 5.05, like 5, just a hair over 5 volts. This is your amplifier, and this is your soundboard. Only one sound ROM, and there's no daughter board either. There's no speech. It's just that chip there, that one chip and one board. Really easy to get to. Isn't this great? You know, I hate to tell you, we sold 2 of these to the Food Network, and they put them on a TV show called Bubba's Barbecue. I had a link to, we were on the Food Network, what was that, Frank, in August? It was in August of this year when it premiered. You can still catch reruns, but sadly, you're going to see the demise of 2 Strikes and Spares. We sold them 2 because they wanted to have an extra just in case. but they do have a little fire issue. They were going to make a barbecue out of them. But not to worry, these machines were bad shape, and there were no boards in them, so they were devoid of boards. But this one is in great shape. As a matter of fact, he's our cameraman right now. Frank has done one extra mod. We've put a super bright LED here. We have super bright LED LEDs. So these 6 LEDs are super bright, but we've added it in the hole. So it's lighting the hole, and these are extra large pinballs, the next size up. It does not use the smaller boards. They had to have this bigger one so it would be able to hit the 2 switches. See, this is set up just like bowling, the shuffle bowlings. You've seen all of our shuffle bowling videos. You have to have your rollovers just right, or you can't get spares, you can't get bookends, not bookends, bedposts, bookends. Great mechanism, never had one fail yet. And up top, when it goes in this hole in the back, there's a coil that diverts it, so it either sends the ball to this side or that side, depending on the side you flip. Gottlieb has beefed up the flipper brackets. I looked at them. I didn't see much difference, but according to the literature, the flipper brackets are beefed up to hit the heavier ball. They put the 1 spare ball here. Some people put 2 or 3 in. We just have 1 spare, and then 3 here lined up on each side. Occasionally, you'll have 2 on this side and 4 on that, but it's not going to make any difference in your play. Now, gameplay. To start, just hit your start button. Now, use your left flipper to pick out which of the 3 games you want to play. So, like if we wanted to play, let's do a strike 90. Your right flipper locks it in, and then your lights here. Now, strike 90 means you get points if you just get single points, but you get 60 points if you get a space, like I did. There's 60, and 90 if you get a strike. And isn't it nice they're able to do little pictures on the top window? See, I just got 8 points for that. Everybody says I'm favoring this. Yes, you can have more balls on the field. As long as the ball is recorded in the back pocket, you can shoot the next shot. Some people say, well, what happens if you hit it? You know, if you're that bad and you hit it, it goes in here. And you lose the shot. So if you miss the shot, it's treated like a gutter ball, I guess. Yes, it is loud with the glass off. It'll play a little better when we have it level, too. The gravity, it's all gravity fed, obviously. And we have the back kind of low, but that's all going to be picked up. Pretty neat, huh? Now, the other games on it, let me just go through the game here. I'll do the fast way.
Please select now.
So if we play Flash, for instance, then our lights scan here, just like in regular. And that means it freezes it. Now, if I get a spare, I'll get 200. If I miss it, which I'm going to, I'm sure, I'll get just the point value. No, look at that, I didn't. I got 200. I'm pretty great, aren't I, Frank? Oh, the yellow T molding. I might have covered that already. The customer wanted yellow T molding. Cabinet. Look at the cabinet. Terrific shape. The only thing we haven't finished are the legs. These are legs just to have us work on the machine, because we actually ran out of carts. We got so many games here with carts under them. So we threw these legs on just so we could get this going. So we have legs all ready for them, all shined up. They look beautiful. Jason, are you excited about this delivery?
As excited as a person could be about strikes and spares. Why have a bowling alley when you can have a pinball?
It's for people that don't have room. A lot of people don't have 9 foot. 4.5 foot is pretty good. They only made 750 of these babies too. So there's not that many out of them. I covered the tournament stuff, didn't I, Frank? Okay. So there's not many out, young man. Anyway.
Cutting into my beer time.
Told you should have left at 2 o'clock.
Jonathan!
Where is everybody? It's 5:45 and this place is empty.
As Frank would say,
Yep,
these half
I'm
hour,
going home.
these 8
See
hour
ya.
days are bullshit.
Hey, you can't walk away from my video. How? Come back here, young man. Come back here. Oh, look, Kickman, 8-Ball Deluxe, Adam's Family. They're all coming. But then again, so is Christmas. Good night. How about having a private party here at TNT Amusements in our maze-like showrooms?
Did you know that we have well over 60 games on free play?
And your guests get unlimited playtime in our action showroom.
Try our antique light bulbs or look at our hologram collection. Plus, we're always changing games in the showroom, so there's always different games to play.
And one of our party hostesses will run your entire party for you, making it real easy for you. I'd like you to meet my lovely wife, Pam. You know, folks, Pam and I were happy for almost 25 years. And then we met. Ha 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 ha!
25 years, eh?
That's not even my joke. It's Rodney Dangerfield. But it's banana cream.
Look, your very own private party room.
And we even show a classic cartoon while they're eating their food. We'll make your party a smash hit.
We're in the yellow pages under amusement.
Hope you enjoyed our show tonight, folks. And we have a little bit time left over, so let's run some bloopers. And now, the fun part.
Todd is, oh, Jesus.
Everything I do stays here. Put it in the barn! Put it in the barn! Put it in the barn! I can just see him now, the big cigar. Put it in the barn!
Todd impression. I don't know. I don't have a. There's the finger biting.
Never worked for a place quite like this, and I never thought I'd be here this long.
Dean is very large.
Worthless bum, no good, pretzel eating, son of a bitch.
I owe 100,000 on this, 200,000 on that. I even know the pizza parlor guy. Did you see he was going to walk by without stopping? Dinner. Living is good, isn't it, folks? That's all for now. Good night.